are here today to witness the exchange of vows between Dustin and Jenna, who especially on this day are a prime example of how two people can really be happy together. They make being in a relationship look easy, and it's in that effortlessness, and we have all seen how well suited they are for one another. All of us are here to witness and celebrate, dance, laugh, eat, and be glad, because these two have found their teammate and counterpart in each other. To honor the uniting of their families, Jenna and Dustin have wished to ask their parents' blessing. So first off, Jeff and Melinda, do you offer this couple your goodwill? Do you welcome Dustin as a member of your family and promise to love him as one of your own? Chris and Ellen, do you offer this couple your goodwill? Do you welcome Jenna as a member of your family and promise to give her love as one of your own? Jenna and Dustin were introduced to one another by a mutual friend in May of 2014 at the Disneyland Resort. Both Jenna and Dustin had just been accepted into the Disney College Program, DCP, and were beginning their internships later that fall. Jenna went to Disneyland for a 24-hour day with her sister Jenna to hopefully meet a few DCP participants, Dustin being one of them. While they seemed to have hit it off, Jenna was still living in Porterville, so they quickly lost touch. Fast forward a few months, and the two reconnected. They talked nonstop for a few weeks leading up to Jenna's move to Anaheim. Dustin even met her parents the very first day that they got there, which happened to be Dustin's 23rd birthday. Jenna was so nervous to see Dustin again that she forgot to wish him a happy birthday. But now that Jenna was there to stay, Dustin was truly sure that she was the one. They enjoyed countless date nights at Disneyland and quickly became inseparable. They continued to live their lives and went back to school. They graduated from college, moved a few times, and even got new jobs. Jenna and Dustin had always known that they wanted to spend their lives together and decided to take this relationship to the next step by moving in together. While this also meant a closer commute to work, they didn't have to plan out when they would see each other next. Dustin and Jenna moved to Pasadena in July of 2017. Dustin is currently a project manager at Universal Studios Hollywood. He's been with Universal Studios since May of 2016. Jenna is currently an associate territory representative with KCI. She's been with them since May of 2016. For their third anniversary, Dustin planned a very special trip with Jenna to go camping in Yosemite National Park for the first time. They went up for a hike on Grinnell Falls, and it ended up being over 8 miles. So Jenna, she was exhausted, and she asked if they could stop and take a few photos and just head back down the trail. And Dustin, you're a very smart man. You agreed. So Dustin proceeded to set up a tripod and began taking pictures of Jenna and the beautiful view. He told her to turn around, so she assumed that he was taking pictures of her and looking off at the beautiful falls. When she turned back around, Dustin was on one knee. Little did she know he had set up that tripod so he could record the entire thing. Dustin popped the question on September 30th, 2017. Jenna cried, and we're here today. She said yes, despite not knowing what Dustin had even asked her. Originally, Dustin had planned to ask on top of the falls, but Jenna took him by surprise and unknowingly picked out the perfect spot to propose. Jenna and Dustin have chosen this White Horse Inn in Three Rivers as the location to begin their lives as husband and wife. This venue reminds them of where they got engaged. and they will say, I do, beneath a waterfall just like the one in Yosemite. Dustin, Jenna, you have known each other from first glance of acquaintances to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided that it would be a good idea to get married. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, you have been making promises and agreements in casual ways. All those conversations that you had riding in cars and over meals, during long walks, all those sentences that started when you were married and continued with I will and you will and we will. Those late night talks that included someday or somehow or maybe. All of these common things are the real process of a wedding. The vows that you two are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all the things that we promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, you guys have meant it. The vows that Jenna and Dustin are about to make reflect their understanding of life's ever-changing circumstances. Life does not always go where we plan. No matter how much arranging is done, sometimes you guys are just going to have to wing it. After you speak these words, things will never quite be the same to you. For after these vows, Jenna, you're going to say, this is my husband. And Dustin, you get to say, this is my wife. So I ask you too at this time, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, Dustin, I'd like you to repeat after me. I, Dustin,
I, Dustin,
take you, Jenna, for my lawful wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer and for poor, in sickness and in health, until death do us part. I will love and honor you all the days of my life. And Jenna, please repeat after me. I, Jenna, take you, Dustin,
I, Jenna, take you, Dustin,
for my lawful husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer or for poor, in sickness and in health, until death do us part. I will love you and honor you for all the days of my life.
I will love you and I will honor you for all the days of my life.
Dustin, with your promises to Jenna in mind, do you take Jenna to be your partner for life? Do you promise to walk by her side forever and to love, help, and encourage her in all that she does? Do you promise to take time to talk to her, to listen to her, and to care for her? Will you share in her laughter and her tears as her partner, lover, and best friend? Do you take her as your lawfully wedded wife for now and forever?
I do.
Jenna, with your promises to Dustin in mind, do you take Dustin to be your partner for life? Do you promise to walk by his side forever and to love, help, and encourage him in all that he does? Do you promise to take time to talk to him, to listen to him, and to care for him? Will you share in his laughter and his tears as his partner, lover, and best friend? Do you take him to be your lawfully wedded husband now and forever?
I do.
May I have the rings? Dustin and Jenna, these rings are an external and visible sign of the eternal bond which unites the two of you. May they serve as the seal of the vows that you have made to one another on this day in front of these witnesses. Dustin, as you place this ring on Jenna's finger, repeat after me. Jenna, I give you this ring as a daily reminder of my love for you. Jenna, as you place this ring on Dustin's finger, please repeat after me. Dustin,
Dustin,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a daily reminder of my love for you.
as a daily reminder of my love for you.
Please bow your head in prayer. Lord, help Dustin and Jenna to remember when they first met and the strong love that grew between them. Help them to work that love into practical things so that nothing can divide them. Give them words both kind and loving and hearts always ready to ask for forgiveness as well as to forgive. Dear Lord, Dustin and Jenna put their marriage into your hands. Hold them in your light of love for all of their days. We humbly pray. Amen. Now, before I pronounce you husband and wife, I have one more thing that I want you to do. Your wedding day is one that seems to fly by. It's a day that is filled with emotions, friends, family, and pictures, and should be a lot of dancing. Many people remember how fast their wedding days flew by, so I want you to take a few seconds and look into each other's eyes. Think about the happiness that you're feeling in this place, in this very moment. Now I want you to take a few seconds and I want you to look into this audience. Look at all these smiling faces. See who came from near and far to celebrate your love. The most important people in your lives are here on the most important day of your life. Let that sink in. And now, I pronounce you husband and wife. Dustin, you may kiss your bride. So I'm very proud that I get to introduce to you guys for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Dustin Crawford.
Jenna, I love you so much. I can't believe this day is already here and halfway over. You're so smart, funny, beautiful. Can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together. I love you so much.
please rise and greet the reason why we're here tonight?
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Mr. and Mrs. Dustin and Jenna Clark.
Hey, it's amazing the subtle games that you are playing, and you don't even know I exist. But you have got me on your hit list, and you're conspiring. Girl, you are sexual and bad, and now you got this on your conscience. Because now I'm unresponsive. Oh, but call your mama, tell her you love her. This might be it for you. Run through the fire, I'll walk the wire. I would sell everything I own. I'd swim the ocean, dance with the devil. I'd sell my soul to take you home. We can feel the floor underneath our feet. Fire shots through my chest as you watch me bleed. Every kick, drum hit is a symphony. Every brush of your curves is the air I breathe. You speak, I am listening. Sweat rolls, girl, you're glistening. Slow-mo, pull me into the light, the light. There are people watching us, wishing they were obvious, instead of giving into the fright, the fright.
Well, now let me introduce both. Right, they're going to go together. Best man, Ernie Rodriguez, and maid of honor, Jenny Rodriguez as well. Very cool.
No, you'll be fine.
I'm kind of nervous. Okay. Hello, everyone. We're live. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jenna, the gorgeous bride's older sister, and matron of honor.
Hello, I'm Ernie Rodriguez, the bride's brother-in-law and the best man. We decided to do our speech together since we were married and we do everything together.
We would like to welcome all of you here today and thank you for choosing to celebrate and spend the day with Jenna and Dustin. We know that some of you have traveled quite the distance to be here, all so we could celebrate the love of these two people. It is amazing to see all the people who love Jenna and Dustin in the same place as they embark on this new adventure together.
And Deborah would agree that Jenna makes a beautiful bride and Dustin a handsome groom. You can definitely see the happiness in their face. The wedding has been amazing so far. You can agree, right?
Yeah.
And I know that we cannot wait for the fun to continue.
Yes. Long before Jenna and Dustin were going on adventures, Jenna and I were having our own adventures. We are famous for the spontaneous trips that usually bring us back in the very early morning. One of these trips was to the and then tell them about it later. One of these trips was to the Disneyland 24-hour day before Jenna started her Disney college program. We got to meet up with some of her new friends and soon-to-be roommates. We also got the privilege of meeting Dustin that day. Long story short, Jenna and I were not the most welcoming towards him, as Jenna was under the impression that he had a girlfriend. So she wasn't quite sure why he kept trying to talk to her. I still feel really bad and really guilty that this wasn't the case at all. So regardless, Jenna and Dustin got into contact again right before she moved to live in Anaheim. The two pretty much became inseparable after she moved and began working at Disneyland.
When Jenna and I finally got the chance to visit, we soon realized how great of a guy Dustin is. Over the next few months, we really got the opportunity to know him. Dustin's definitely a hard worker and is able to accomplish just about anything he puts his mind to. He has a great sense of humor and likes to have fun. But what makes him so perfect for each other is that there's no deny that Dustin has the love Dustin has for Jenna and Jenna has for him.
As you know, Dustin and Jenna enjoy traveling. One of their most recent adventures ended with a proposal. Somehow, Dustin was able to talk Jenna into going camping in Yosemite for the weekend. He had a hike planned to Vernal Falls, where he would propose to Jenna at the top of the falls. Needless to say, the hike proved to be quite the challenge, and Dustin quickly had to change his plans. He found a clearing about halfway up and caught Jenna off guard with a marriage proposal. Of course, she said yes, which brings us back to today.
We could not be more excited for Dustin and Jenna, are now officially husband and wife. Dustin was already fit into the family. I am very much looking forward to having him as a brother-in-law.
Always remember that it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. We come to love not by finding a perfect person, but by learning to see an imperfect person perfectly. I wish for this to be the first of many best days of your life. It has been a pleasure to be their matron of honor.
And their best man.
Please join us in raising your glasses to the happy couple.
Mr. and Mrs. Dustin and Jenna Crawford, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody. I'll keep it short. Just want to say a big thank you to everybody that drove all the way up here. We know that some of you traveled very far, from all the way across the pond in England, which is incredible. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves, and I hope you guys enjoyed dinner. So let's drink some more and dance.
Get them up for their first dance as husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, can you do that
This is it, this is now. It's what I've been talking about. Looking out, I can see forever. So take my hand, just take it in. This is a moment we won't forget. On top of the world, here together. Surrounded by our family and our friends. If there ever was a time for a perfect kiss, this is it, this is now. It's what I've been talking about. Looking out, I can see forever. So take my hand, just take it in. This is a moment we won't forget. On top of the world, here together. Surrounded by our family and our friends. If there ever was a time for a perfect kiss, this is it, this is now. It's what I've been talking about. Looking out, I can see forever. So take my hand, just take it in. This is a moment we won't forget. On top of the world, here together. Surrounded by our family and our friends. If there ever was a time for a perfect kiss, this is it, this is now. It's what I've been talking about. Looking out, I can see forever. So take my hand, just take it in. This is a moment we won't forget. On top top of the world here together, surrounded by our family and our friends. If there ever was a time for a perfect kiss, this is it, this is now. It's what I've been talking about. Looking out, I can see forever.
Jenna Crawford, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for you to ask this guy to step away from this girl at a moment like this, I better have a good reason. I think I do. Can we get the father of the bride up at this pretty girl? The FOB. It's one of the coolest jobs in the house on a day like this. Because, Dad, as you know, the job kind of starts all the way in the back there where you're waiting for that song. You know the one. And you don't look her in the eye, because if you do, forget about it. All those memories playing through your head. And he's glad. I mean, this groom, this is the right guy. Dad's happy about that. But let's be very, very, very clear about one simple thing. This will always be his little girl.
Gotta hold on easy as I let you go. Gonna tell you how much I love you, though you think you already know. I remember I thought you looked like an angel wrapped in pink, so soft and warm. You've had me wrapped around your finger since the day you were born. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always know the road that'll lead you home again. Go on, take on this old world, but to me, you know you'll always be my little girl. When you were in trouble, that crooked little smile could melt my heart of stone. Now look at you, I've turned around and you've almost grown. Sometimes you're asleep, I whisper I love you in the moonlight at your door. As I walk away, I hear you say, Daddy, love you more. You're beautiful, baby, from the outside in. Chase your dreams, but always
Celebrating the best part of life. Congratulations, Dad. Daddies and daughters, man, so cool. But to be honest, being a son myself, I know a little bit more about mothers and sons, so I'm going to invite the groom to grab his mom and get on up.
It's your turn. It's your turn.
Because, Mom, you'll back me up on this. It really doesn't matter how good the good son is, and this is a good son. There's no doubt about it. But, yeah, when you're raising boys, sometimes you ask us to go right, we go left. But that's okay, because Mom prays. And she loves. Did I mention she all that praying and all that loving? And on this day of days, she can look him right in the eye and after all that loving and praying and his character can say, just the man I knew he would be. Just the man.
You lost him.
I'm stuck. Just take
focus pattern. Girl, you are sexual and bad, and now you got this on your conscience, because now I'm unresponsive.
This will be a fun one. Actually, I'm going to ask the crowd first, then we'll come to the two of you. Who is the better driver?
Jenna!
Couple? Couple? What do you think, Jenna? What do you think? Dustin. Who's the better driver? No. Who is the better cook?
Jenna!
Nice. What a win. Good job. Okay. Who spends more money? When it is. What's it gonna do? Who's the most frugal? I guess we'll know the answer. Good times. Who actually physically pays the bills? There you go. That's right. Dave Ramsey says that in every relationship there is a, and this isn't meant to be insulting in any way. It's very true in my relationship. There is a nerd and a free spirit. The nerd kind of runs the budgeting. The free spirit does whatever the hell she wants. Well, if you were the same, there'd be one too many people in a relationship, right? Yeah. Who is more clumsy? Ooh. Okay. Who looks in the mirror more?
Dustin.
All right. Oh. Who was the comedian in the relationship? That's how you get to I'm sorry, right? Who is more serious? Who is more forgetful?
They're too organized.
They forgot.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was a gimme, but he'll take it.
Yeah. All those post-it notes.
Yeah. Who is more stubborn?
That's my girl.
Who does more household chores?
Jenna.
That's pretty cool. Oh, she looked up like,
You better say me. You better.
Whose car is the cleanest?
Oh, Jenna's.
Nice.
Dustin cleans it.
Sometimes.
Who would rather be outdoors?
Dustin.
There you go. Hence the whole, we just heard. It was pretty cool. Who spends the most time on the phone?
Jenna.
I guess the way we asked everybody to turn their phone off at the wedding pretty well sold that one straight out.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I did.
Nice. If Jenna can turn it off, you can too.
Yeah.
Who sings better?
Dustin.
Dustin.
Wow.
Oh.
That was an ode to both.
Yeah.
Who dances better? Really? That's cool.
Pretty sweet move.
Well, he thinks you do. In my relationship, it's hopeless, which is hilarious because the name of my business is Mike O'Neill's Dance Machine, and I'm so not. And my wife so is, thank God, she makes us look good. Who holds their liquor better?
Oh, Dustin.
Takes the longest to get ready? Now, who do you love more than anyone in the world? For the win, ladies and gentlemen. That's all there is to the shoot game.
Bye.